Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. And I'm doing a VR for my friend Joe for Soft Corners and also Theo Clemente Collector. Now, Theo wants us to show our cheap slabs. Anything, I believe he said $30 and under. He also wants you to sing, which I'm not doing, but I wanted to show cards because I'm not buying cards anymore. I'm trying not to until the National. I haven't bought a card since May 8th. You know, it's not like I spend a lot of money on cards. Oh, I spend a decent amount of money on cards, but I don't always buy expensive cards. I could just start, buying $2 cards, but all that stuff adds up. And mentally, I just want to go through my whole collection. So these VRs, me doing more videos like this, it's easy for me, and this is like a fun one. So I'm going to show that, and then Joe for Soft Corners, he's celebrating his 100th video on YouTube, and he wants to have us do a celebration of cards. So however you want to show the celebrating moment, whether it is in cards or you tell a story like Pepino Man, where his moment in watching the Dodgers win the World Series with his family there in the other room, like that story he told was just awesome. So that was not only a moment for the Dodgers to win the World Series, but it was also like Pepino Man's World Series moments. So that's kind of the route I'm going as well. But I'm not going to tell you about my World Series moments in life, but we all have World Series moments. And I'm going to show cards that are from moments from the World Series, and then maybe one or two other things that are just moments in baseball history on cards. So that's how I'm taking that. And I'm also kind of combining the two. I found cards that kind of match together as the story goes. So let's just dive into it. All right, so the first ones I'm going to do, like I said, it's going to be kind of a combo thing, but first thing I'm going to talk about is celebrations. Now, the first card I have here is Babe Ruth joins the Yankees. 1962 Topps card, and this tells a story. This is a celebration of a moment in Babe Ruth's life that was a World Series moment in my mind. A game changer for him, a day he'll never forget when he joined the Yankees, right? And then on the back, it's an awesome card because it tells a story of who he first signed with, the Baltimore Orioles. Then he was sold to the Red Sox, and then to the Yankees. And it talks about it. It's just an awesome card. Really glad to see that again in my collection. Like just going through my binders lately. Super fun. So that's card. We'll put you right there. Just start stacking them up. Then the next one, another sick card right here. You guys are going to love this one. I mean, I don't know. I love this one. This is like the TV, like a throwback to 55. Look at all the people in the background. How sick is that right there, yeah? This is a depiction of 1966 World Series with Jim Palmer blasting out the Dodgers. I mean, yeah, he blanks the Dodgers. World Series Game 2. So awesome. These cards are awesome. It tells the story right here, and then you got your stats of the actual game, which are the box scores, which I look at all the time. I always love looking at box scores, just forever. So super sick card right there. Put that one right there. Another epic moment. And then this one from the Miracle Mets, 1970 Topps. I mean, this card's awesome. There's nothing not to like about this card. And then the moment that it's in, being that this is, the Mets triumphing over the Orioles. Did I say that correctly? Triumphing. Oh, just an awesome card, right? Oh, and this is the playoffs. This isn't even the World Series. Look at me. I'm jumping the gun. This is the playoffs. Game 1 against Atlanta. Man, Miracle Mets here, though, right there. Super cool. So right before they knew they were going to win the World Series. Next card. You guys know I love these type of cards. 1972. Look at that moment in the World Series. 1971 World Series. Pirates over the Orioles. Clemente was the MVP of that year, of that World Series. Just a sicko card. What'd I grade this thing? 6. Yeah, I'm like, man, that thing looks good. Woo, that's nice looking right there. It's funny how sometimes that, like, dude, that gets me fired up when a card just looks really good, right? You forget about that. And we got right here 1974 Topps. So this is the 73 World Series. A's over Mets, and Reggie was the MVP. And this is a moment from that World Series, game number 5, New York over Oakland. So awesome card. I got a little small stack of these ones. Another one from that same World Series. I mean, the banner on these, so cool. The dust going up in the air. Oakland over New York. Bert Campanella. 5.5. I love these things. These are the cards that I just... And then you can look, like, it's so cool because you got Oakland, you got Reggie's stats, so every game you can look. And I love it, knowing that he gets the MVP from this year and his card's coming up. I mean, another spectacular moment from that same World Series, game number 4, New York over Oakland. Look at that shot. Something about having a photo of the hitter, catcher, and umpire to me. I mean, I've noticed a theme in my cards. I love umpires in photos. Just, to me, that just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's the game. I don't know. I love it, though. What a sick card. And here comes a bomber. 1974 Topps, playoffs. And I think he was the MVP in the playoffs as well, if I'm not mistaken. Man, I really think he is. I think he was. I think that's why I have this. What a sick photo. Look at that. This is like a forgotten card. You know, when I go through my collection, I see this. It's just like, oh. Remember hunting for this one was so fun. So sick. I'll put you right there. Oh, here we go. Another Reggie. Game number 6. Looks like he just hit a base hit or a double or... Oakland 3, New York 1. Where's his stats? 3 for 4. That's awesome. Doesn't say if it was home runs or not. What a sick card. I love World Series cards. And then you have the banners in the background like that. There's something about it, right? And look at me again. I got the, well, I don't have the umpire in this one, but what an awesome card. What is that? I can't see what I graded it. Oh, small crease in that thing. Whew, that's nice looking. Oh, here's the 1975 World Series cards. And this is the big red machine in action. I think there's a card from 74 that is my favorite World Series card of all time. It's the red celebrating card and it has 4 pictures. I've been looking for that card off and on for numerous years, and I still haven't pulled the trigger. It's not an easy one to find well-centered, and over the last year, since I started looking again, I just got really picky, and I give up so many times. I always just tell myself, I'll see it in the flesh one day, you know, and that'll mean even more. But I don't go to too many card shows. This one's sick right here. Another one from 75 World Series on a 1977 Topps card. And you got Joe Morgan and Johnny Bench. So sick, yeah. And box scores on the back. And then they do the home runs now. Bench, 2 home runs. Morgan, home run. Dressing. Sicko card. All right, now we're getting to Theo's. And there's a couple combos here. So go check out Joe. Well, I'll tell you guys at the end. And obviously I'll tag everybody. I'll put everybody in the description. All right, let's get to this stack of cheap slabs. So I think I know the prices of all of these within a few dollars. I looked it up. I just forgot to print a spreadsheet out. But it's okay. I'm not going to go do it now. All right, so this first one goes in the combo VR. It fits both of them. And this is Stan Musial. Stan the Man wraps out his 3,000th hit. And look at, you got the hitter, catcher. You got the hitter, catcher, and umpire. Dude, I think I just found what I really love. That is classic when you look at your cards again like that, right? I just found out something that I guess I'm attracted to cards like that. So this is an epic moment in Stan's life right there. 3,000th hit. And this thing was, it was $19. And most of these, I tried to add the shipping in, but some of them are free shipping. So whatever it was, this was $19, I believe. Cheapest slab ever. So I don't remember when I bought it. I didn't write that down in front of me. But dude, what a sick card, right? Here's a cool one. Oh, this is perfect because Theo, this is like combo right here. So a moment I know about Don Clendenin was that he was the MVP of, what was it, let me look, I had it written down. Oh yeah, 1968 World Series. He was the MVP. I've had this card for a while, and it's just an awesome, sick-looking card. It passed my passed the test, of me keeping it or selling it, which I've been doing, and I will never sell this card. I've had this on my wall many times over the years. You got Willie Stargell on there. Perfect combo card. Next one is another combo card, and another kind of moments as well. Because you've got the 1959 Topps Cubs Clubbers, but you got Ernie Banks. And in 1959, Ernie Banks was the MVP. So you can say, this is a moment within the card, is what I'll call it. Card within a card. This is MVP card, but it happens to be a combo card. Really cool card. I didn't look up Long and Marin, which I should, but that's okay. I will one day, I'm sure. Sick card, right? Oh man, just an awesome combo VR card too. Oh, that card right there, $35 for that one. Next one is another one that I went over the budget or over Theo's threshold for, but I haven't shown it solo. I showed it on Turn Back the Clock, and this is the 1953 Topps Al Rosen, and this was $35. Or 34. And this is another moment. This is Al Rosen's MVP season in 1953. So really awesome. This goes in my collection of MVPs. And, as I'm going through, I'm finding other cards that kind of included in that. Because one day I'd like to do a display of all things related to MVP. It would be just awesome. Maybe the new one will be dedicated to that. So stunning card and $35 all day long. Yes, please. It's the same price as a blaster and just a little more than grading. Yes, thank you very much. Next one was like a $14 card. And I could be off. This one might have been the 19 one or the 21, but it doesn't matter. This fits in the criteria, and this is a 1966 Topps Lou Brock. It's an awesome card. And so what's cool is these cards that I'm showing you guys right now, these are cards that, besides that Clendon one, the combo card, the first one, all these cards are new cards I bought within the last year. Because you guys know what I've done. I've sold higher grades like 7s and 8s. I've sold them and repurchased cards in 4s. I was not in particular. I didn't have to replace that exact card for the most part. So like this card I never owned in my life until this, but it's so cheap. Basically sell 1 7 and I get all these. So it's been just an absolute blast doing that. And I'm going to continue to do that. I have a lot more cards in my collection that aren't making my cut. I think this is the 4th round of me going through my collection completely, like, detailed. So, yeah, just making cuts daily here. I know it sounds crazy, but I want my collection to look like all these cards I'm showing you guys. Next one, this was, like, I want to say $22. 1966 Topps Whitey Ford. Now, I had this one. I think Jim pulled this one that I put in the Double D League Leaders boxes. And it was a 7. And I wanted that card back because it's such a beautiful card. It's such a classic Yankees card and classic Whitey Ford pose. And I'm like, man, that is just incredible for a 4, right? Really awesome. Now, when you're looking at these 4s and if you're thinking to yourself, oh wow, those are really nice looking 4s. Those are way undergraded. I don't think they're undergraded. They are graded because there's things wrong with them. I could nitpick the heck out of them, and I'm sure I could find plenty of things, which I have, but I'm not going to nitpick them on camera right now because right now it's just more about the card itself and me looking at it and being like, man, what a beautiful card. And I'm not gonna get in my, my microphone or my scope out for these. I mean, these. I don't think this would go back to PSA and get a 7. By the way, I just think it's a 4.5, and there's reasons for it. And for whatever reason, I'm gonna just keep buying cards that look like these. That's kind of where I was going with that, dude. How's this card right here? This is perfect for Theo. And this is perfect for Joe. This is another moment. So these are the leaders cards. This is the 1964 batting leaders. Clemente batted .339. Rico Carde and Hank Aaron. I guess I could have read it on the back. .330, .328. I mean, how sick is that card? Insane looking card. $25. Thank you so much. Yes, appreciate that. Okay, here's another. I guess I broke the rules a few times. This is a $35 one, and I've showed this one before. This is one of the, right away I was picking up cards, finding them like crazy. In the beginning, whenever I started this journey of going full-blown centering and getting rid of everything else, dude, I was pulling up. They were all over the place, and now I am struggling. But what an insane card this is. I had this in a 6, sold it, and I even posted a picture of this with the 6 next to it. I mean, this thing's insane, right? Love the 58. This is one of my best looking 58 cards, and it's a 4. Might be the best looking one. I mean, and I got some insane 58 cards too, and that thing looks, it's cherry. So here's a 59. Here's my last card. 1959 Whitey Ford. Look at the Whitey Ford pose, dude. So I nailed it. I knew it. It's a classic Whitey Ford pose. I love Whitey Ford's cards. It's a card that I'm gonna try and pick up his rookie card at the National. It made my list of cards I kind of going to ask some friends to keep their eyes peeled for low grade, nice eye appeal cards. And I have I'm making a list of 10 cards. Doesn't mean I'm going to go home with all of them, but I'm going to have other friends, keeping their eyes peeled for me at the National. Look at this card. So this one, it's not perfectly centered. I bought this one and, you can't, it's a little wider over here than over here. But to me, yeah, would I buy this one again? Not if I had it in the flesh, just because I'm trying to go for perfection on the centering. Sounds crazy, but it's not a rare card. It's just rare and perfectly centered. So that's where I'm shooting for. But beautiful card nonetheless. And this thing was really cheap, $19 to $25 in that zone. And yes, please. And I had this in a 7, I think. Sold it. So really glad. Still, I'm not going to sell that card. That's making the cut. But I realized there are perfect cards out there. There are cards that just look better, even better and better. So there's my VR. Dude, go check out Clemente Collector and Joe for Soft Corners. Really awesome guys. We are in a group text together, and they're just really kind dudes. and they have awesome channels, and they love baseball cards, and they love showing baseball cards and talking about them. So hope you guys check them out, and thank you guys for watching. Shaka.